Well, hello there. I am so glad to be here finally in January of 2023. It has been an interesting start, hasn't it? For those of us that live in California, it's been a really rough start. But I can say I'm looking out the window right now and I see sunshine and I see the beautiful clean and clear air thanks to all the rain that we've had. Now, along with the rain, of course, came all the challenges. It was the power outages and the flooding and the damage to people's homes and things like being displaced because of all of these things. And so I am grateful that that's behind us. We just had President Biden here in Monterey County yesterday, overseeing or looking at all the damage that all this crazy weather caused. And for that, I'm thankful because I think what that does mean is we're going to have some FEMA funds that will come into our area. So let's go ahead and celebrate that. So, January for me is sometimes I have a little difficulty kind of getting going. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I've come to accept it and come to realize that January is a month for me where I kind of need to be still. I need to be a little bit quiet. I need to really reflect. And I don't know if you find the same thing. But anyway, January is that time where we can, mark our clean slate and we can start over. We can do things different. It's an opportunity to have different outcomes for the year. So clear your mind, even maybe do a little daydreaming this month. That's what I like to do. You don't have to make a plan as to what's going to happen. You can, think about it and ease into it. So consider less rushing, consider less spending, maybe, and be kind to yourself. That's what I really want you to think about first and foremost. Be kind to yourself and really unwind. We've come off of course, what is always a busy December, a busy time for ourselves, our families, all the activity that goes on in December. And boy, January comes and you just want to take a big, deep breath. And I thought that's what was going to happen this year. I was really looking forward to 2023, and just a couple of days into it, then we started with all these big storms. And so the unwinding and the relaxing has never really occurred, but it can occur starting right now. So, when I'm talking to you right now, I'm thinking about revitalization in your self-care as well as in your style and how you're going to show up for the year. So let me just give you three quick things for you to be thinking about. Number one, I think what's really good to do is to replay in your head or on paper the highs and the lows of 2022. Part of looking ahead is acknowledging what came before, right? So ask yourself a few gentle questions. You know, think about different areas of your life. Think about maybe your health, your personal image, your wardrobe, and what worked out well for you in 2022. Maybe you got into a walking routine or an exercise routine, and that helps with good health, doesn't it? Or possibly you got out into walking more and really appreciating nature. Maybe you felt inspired to change up your wardrobe a little bit or to really adopt some new things for your style. Maybe you discovered a new favorite color, or maybe you found a new jean style that just really makes you comfortable every time you put them on. You see, I really think your clothes need to bring comfort to life. At least at this stage of my life, that's the way I'm feeling. So, or maybe you bought some new accessories, tried some new things that have really updated and given your classic pieces, new life, new interest. So, if you've done any of these things, give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. So that's, replaying all those highs. But now, maybe what you might call the lows or the things that you never got around to doing, you know, hey, there's a chance now to put it on this year's plan. So maybe you wanted to spend more time with some girlfriends or go on a spa day with your friends or get away for the weekend with some girlfriends. Or maybe you've been saying to yourself all year, I really need to get into my closet and do some work there because I don't really enjoy going in there all so much. Well, no worries, all's forgiven. Let's go ahead and start anew. Think about any of the regrets that you experienced and just know that these are things that you can put on your pursuant list for 2023. So that's the first thing to do, I think, to start the revitalization or the renewal. Replay the highs and replay the lows and just be aware of them, acknowledge them, and decide what you want to do with them. There's no right or wrong answer here. All right, the second thing I would suggest is you think about your outer image, whether that's professional image or whether that's your social image or whether that's even your stay-at-home image, whatever that is. Fashion and style are ways, they're loving ways, to really help you feel great about yourself because you know that when you look great, you feel great. And that's what 2023, I hope, will be about for you, feeling great. So looking at that style, looking at that image, and thinking about ways that you can adorn it in new ways. So let go of the constricting, must-dos. Let's go ahead and be kind to ourselves. Begin by looking in a full-length mirror. Simple thing to do. And is there something you see that you'd like to freshen up? So maybe it's your hair. Maybe you're due for a new hairstyle. Or maybe you're due for, freshening up your color. Or maybe you are due to really evaluate your makeup routine or new colors for the season. So that might be one thing you could do. Now, after you do that, then I would say look a little further. Move on down the body. Look at your whole body, your neck, your shoulders, your bust, your waist, your legs, even your feet. Clothes are ready to engage with you, and you can make those clothes fun and bring those parts of your body to the forefront. So maybe you want to go ahead and freshen up some looks for being on Zoom. So bringing in some new color, bringing in a new fun festive blouse. We only see one another from the waist up on Zoom, right? So how can you really bring, again, life into that renewal period for you here in the next month or so? So think about that. Or maybe if it's you're looking in your closet and you're saying, my pants or maybe my jeans, I still have a lot of those little skinny things or the leggings in there. What about actually looking at a fuller cut pant and experiment with it? Go into the stores, try them on. You don't have to buy anything. So this is a month again to just do a little experiment and a little try on and see whether you can renew or refresh yourself for the upcoming year. So daydream a little bit about this, let these ideas float into your head, have some fun with it, And as I say, you don't have to buy a single thing right now. You're just imagining, you're just daydreaming, you're just taking time for doing some renewal thinking. All right, the third thing would be to take the time to really think about the elements of your personality. You can use fashion and you can use style. And those of you that have been in my courses really know how important I think it is to be able to bring forth your personality through your style. So, what would you like to be known for? What do you want people to know about you when they meet you for the very first time? What is it? What can you describe about yourself? So I'm going to give you just a list of words that I jotted down here. Maybe some of them you can relate to and you want to grab and use it as part of your style recipe. Or, maybe they're not, and maybe you've got your own words. But again, this month is a month to really, as you're doing your daydreaming and your thinking and your resting and relaxing, then think of these words. So, ready? All right. So, how about fearless or sporty or arty, captivating, stylish, strong, attractive, vibrant, welcoming, soft, sensual, creative, sassy, good-humored, exotic, spiritual, magnetic, innovative, classy, sexy, interesting, dramatic, elegant, romantic. I'm sure you can think of a few more. But those are words that I just came up with that I have seen my clients be able to express those kinds of words through the way they dress themselves and they adorn themselves. And when you can express that through your clothing and your accessories, you then are in integrity and in alignment with who you are. So maybe this is the year that you want a new expression of you. And maybe that's what you want to slide into the spotlight for 2023. You don't really have to know at this point how to do it. It's really about just identifying what you want to express. And then, of course, I'm always here to help you determine how you can use clothing and accessories to express those descriptive words, some of which I've just read to you, as you go forward in 2023. So just let those ideas float in your head. And these ideas and these things that you have written down are and will be the roadmap as you proceed in 2023. So I just want to let you know that daydreaming is a fun thing to do. It's part of self-care. It's a part of honoring who you are. And I just want you to know that as you start thinking about this and as you start thinking about, how to bring yourself forth in 2023, you might even want to consider the Empowered Style program, which I'm going to be starting up again in March. So just be aware of that, see if that fits for you, if you have any interest, and you'll certainly hear more about that from me going forward. But in the meantime, I just want to say I want you and I would love to be able to help you to realize your dreams in 2023. So let's take time right now for renewal, for style renewal. So that's it for today, my friends, and welcome back to Fashion Flair Fridays. I'm excited to be back, and I will look forward to seeing you again next Friday right here. Take care now. Bye-bye.